Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahi walhamdulillahi wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Alhamdulillah, my dear brothers and sisters. Today, inshallah, we'll touch base a very important topic which we face when we give dawah to non-Muslims, especially when the topic comes if a non-Muslim asks, do I need to change my name after become a Muslim? There are some misinformation. Some of our brothers and sisters might not fully understand the concept of naming, and they might say to that prospective Muslims that, yeah, you need to change your name. However, which is misinformation. So, in order for a non Muslim to take Shahada, there are no requirements for him or her to change the name that he or she inherited through their previous faith. So I would like to tell you a true story that I have faced several years back. I was giving a khutbah at a mosque in South Fort Worth, and after the khutbah, a brother comes to me and says that he has some question and he wants to talk with me. And then we had a very long discussion of almost 1 hour. And after that, he wanted to confirm with me that if he becomes Muslim, that was a Hispanic brother, and his name was, I believe, Juan, which is in English similar to John. So he said that he heard that several of his friends or acquaintance who were Muslim, they said that if you want to become Muslim, you have to change your name. Then I assured him that no, this is not a condition and this is misinformation. As long as the person who is taking Shahada doesn't have a name which is very bad sounds like ugly, war, or oppressor, anything that is not respectful or that is not sounds good to hear, those kind of names in Islam, our beloved Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam discouraged us to take those names. So those kind of names, if that person doesn't have, that person has no obligation to take a new Arabic name. So for that matter, that brother who was asking me all these questions, he confirmed that if I do not need to change my name from Juan to Abdullah or Abdurrahman or any other names, then I can take Shahada right now. So I told him, MashaAllah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you for all of your efforts. And he told me he wanted to take Shahada for many, many years, but this is the only hindrance because he doesn't want to be known with a different name. But we know that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, based on his Sahih Hadith, that we learn that Ibn Umar reported that Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "The names dearest to Allah are Abdullah and Abdurrahman." So Sahih Muslim. 2132 number hadith book 38 and hadith 2. So we don't want to emphasize the reward of this kind of names to a brother or sisters who hasn't take shahada yet. And majority of the time, during the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, all the companions, if we look at them, their name didn't get changed. Ali radiallahu, Umar radiallahu, or Usman radiallahu, or any of the Sahabas. There were some Sahabas whose name was not appropriate in Islam, and then Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam requested him to change his name because the name meaning of the name wasn't pleasant or good to hear. So beside that, We don't need to ask any of our prospective Muslims, brother and sister, that in order for you to take Shahada, you need to change your name. Whatever name that brother or sisters has, we want to call them, and most importantly, we want to respect them with their name. And this is a very good information we need to keep in mind. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all the ability to encourage our relatives, our colleagues, our acquaintance, neighbors, anywhere we go, if they are interested to learn about Islam, if they are interested to accept Islam, let's emphasize that the name they have, they do not need to change it. They can keep their name and embrace Islam. And then later on, if they want to be known by a kunya, that I have a friend, may Allah bless him, who accepted Islam, and he said, I want to be known as Abdullah in the Muslim community, but he didn't change his name in the driver's license. If somebody wants to take a nickname or kunya in Muslim society or community, he can or she can do so. But there are no obligation under Islamic Sharia for anybody to change or must change their name. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all the ability to understand the hikmah behind this mercy for them. Because when a person embraces Islam, there are tremendous pressure, because in my dawah career I have seen people get laid off from the job because they embrace Islam, they start praying. People face a lot of oppression here in many parts of the country. So in addition to this, this kind of misinformation, changing their name will put another layer of unnecessary burden on their shoulder. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all the ability to understand the beauty, the mercy of Islam that brings to the mankind and humanity. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all to share this to any of our friends, colleagues, neighbors. Jazakallah khairan for listening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.